Hi everyone. Today we're going to take a look at the 5 best FreeSync monitors in the market for this year. First, we're going to show you our 5 best picks, then we'll talk about what you should look for before buying a FreeSync monitor. You can find timestamps and links to all of the products we mentioned in this video down in the description below. Let's get started. Number 1. LG 27UK650W. Mainly designed for office use, it's a good choice for 4K gaming, or if you have an Xbox One X, as the FreeSync supports reduces screen tearing. It's limited to a 60Hz refresh rate, but achieving a higher frame rate than 60 FPS with a 4K resolution is uncommon anyways. The response time is great, resulting in smooth motion, and the high resolution delivers clear and crisp images. It's a good choice for co-op gaming, as it has wide viewing angles, and if you want to use it in a well-lit room, it gets bright enough to combat glare and has decent reflection handling. It has great out-of-the-box color accuracy and excellent gray uniformity, but each of these may vary between units. It's limited on extra features, but it has a Super Resolution Plus setting that aims to upscale lower resolution content. But we don't test for this. Number 2. Asus Tuff Gaming VG259QM. If you don't need a 27-inch monitor or simply want a higher pixel density for a 1080p screen, check out the Asus Tuff Gaming VG259QM. It's a smaller variant than the Asus VG279QM, so it offers similar overall performance, and the differences between them can be attributed to panel differences. The VGM259QM also has a fantastic response time that stays excellent even at 60 Hz, has a black frame insertion feature, and the input lag is really low. However, like its bigger variant, the input lag dramatically increases at 60 Hz, so it's not suggested for console gaming. It has an IPS panel, so as expected, it has wide viewing angles and a low contrast ratio. It supports HDR10, but it doesn't display a wide color gamut for HDR content, and it can't get bright enough to truly bring out the highlights in HDR. Number 3. Asus VG279QM. The best 1080p FreeSync monitor is the Asus VG279QM. Although it has a fairly humble 1080p resolution, it's an excellent gaming model with 280Hz refresh rate. Combined with an exceptionally low input lag, it provides an incredibly smooth and responsive gaming experience to satisfy even the most hardcore gamers. It supports FreeSync natively to reduce screen tearing, and it has been certified to be compatible with NVIDIA's G-Sync. It has low input lag that significantly increases when playing at 60 Hz, making it less suitable for console gaming. It has an impressive build quality, and its ergonomics are excellent. Its viewing angles are great thanks to its IPS panel, and it gets bright enough for use even in well-lit environments. That said, its reflection handling is just decent, so it's best to avoid placing it in direct sunlight. Lastly, gray uniformity is outstanding, so you shouldn't see any dirty screen effect. Number 4. Samsung C27HG70. If you game in a dark environment and prefer a monitor with a better contrast ratio, then the Samsung C27HG70 is a good alternative. It doesn't have wide viewing angles like the Asus Tuff VG27AQ, which is expected from a VA panel, but instead, blacks appear deep and inky when viewed in the dark. It has a local dimming feature for when it plays HDR content, but it doesn't improve the contrast, and it's distractingly bad. It has incredibly low input lag, which is one of the lowest we've tested. The response time at its max refresh rate is excellent. And there's a black frame insertion feature, but sadly, it has a slow response time at 60 Hz that results in motion artifacts. Even if you game in a well-lit room during the day, it has good reflection handling at both high peak brightness that easily combats glare. Number 5. Asus Tuff VG27AQ. The best FreeSync gaming monitor is the Asus Tuff VG27AQ. This is a 27-inch model that sports an IPS panel with a 1440p resolution and native FreeSync support. It has a good build quality, and the stand has excellent ergonomics, allowing you to easily adjust it to your preferred viewing position. It handles reflections decently well, and it has a good peak brightness, but it may not be enough to combat glare in very bright lighting conditions. Motion handling is what sets it apart from others. It has a 144 Hz refresh rate that can be overclocked up to 165 Hz, and its excellent response time results in very little motion blur. Input lag is superb, as it's expected of most gaming monitors, and the backlight is flicker-free. It also has a black frame insertion feature to help reduce the appearance of motion blur, which can be used even if you have VRR enabled. Now that we showed you the best FreeSync monitors, let's talk about a few things you should look for before buying one. First, what is VRR? VRR stands for Variable Refresh Rate. It's a general term for a refresh rate on display or monitor that can seamlessly and continuously change on the fly. In other words, VRR monitors work fluidly with different frame rate requirements to keep things looking smooth and immersive in your favorite video games. Typically, monitors or displays that support variable refresh rates usually support a predetermined range of rates rather than all rates across the spectrum. A good example would be 30 Hz to 144 Hz. This is called the variable refresh rate range. It defines where the refresh rate can vary seamlessly for the monitor in question. 2. Performance and resolution. Like with any monitor you would purchase, you should always look for the performance and resolution that best suits your needs. You'll definitely want an AMD FreeSync monitor that doesn't draw too heavily on your power supply, and one that's easy to customize to your liking. Investigate a monitor's color balance and available customization options so you can fine-tune it to your favorite gaming experiences. When it comes to resolution, try to match your resolution with how far you sit from the screen and your screen size. Ideally, 1920 by 1080p monitors are good for monitors of up to 24 inches across, while 1440p are better for 27-inch monitors and up. 4K resolution is even better for larger monitors. Follow this basic formula when you select your screen.